I think anyone could become like a general leader of Nigeria.
Yeah.
Because if we had like a ruler or a president that was traditionalist or atheist and we did not know, but then their tenure was one of the best that the country has ever had. After, you will see, like, if you ever get out, there will be some Nigerians that will say, let's say if it was a traditionalist, so I will say use juju on us.
Yes.
Some people will take like the humble road and say, oh, that just proves that anyone can be a leader despite their religion or what they follow, or maybe religion that they do not have. But then because of the kind of country that we're in, Nigeria is very cultural. I think I can put that. So we're really invested when it comes to faith or a belief in something. So I don't know. I'm not sure this story is exactly... It's not exactly... It doesn't directly relate with the topic. But I think a few... Okay, let me not say a few. A long time ago, around 1970-something, 1980-something, there was this man that he called himself Jesus of Oyibo.
I think I've heard of him.
So there's this market, Oyibo market, in Lagos. So that's where his church was. And then his father was a traditionalist. So he didn't go to school. Like, he just kept going to churches and churches and churches. And then one day, he just proclaimed to all his members, like, he was living off of tithe. Like, he denounced women and alcohol, I think. And then he promotes tithe. And then the congregation listened, I guess. So that was like before. I think if Gen Z were there, they would not have listened. That was before. So he had this statue in their compound of like Jesus Christ. And then him beside Jesus Christ doing the same pose. You know that pose that's like this. They were doing the same pose. And then it's the fact that Nigerians are... A lot of people believe, like all the members of the church, they believed. He proclaimed, he said, I am the Jesus that they were talking about in the second coming of Christ. I'm here to relieve people of their worries. And everybody believed. And then I think he was going to die. I'm not sure the story surrounding it, or he died. And then he told them that he will be back because he's Jesus Christ. On the third day, he will resurrect. And then he died.
We'll
3 days
We'll
passed.
wait now.
All the members of the church were waiting. I think they were waiting for about 3 months or so. They were like, this man will come back, this man will come back. Small, the church started to collapse, scatter. And then when people left completely, they demolished like the entire area. So I'm just wondering that, why would... What made you, like, were you so low on encouragement or confidence that you decided to do something so absurd that you believe that there's actually second Jesus that has come to save us from all our sins? Do you think your country is that bad?
You know what? Bad? On the topic of blissful ignorance, I have another question for you guys. I know I've been drilling you guys, but you know. So Karl Marx famously described religion as the opium of the masses, suggesting that it acts as a metaphorical balm for the real and physical suffering of the masses. In the Nigerian context, do you think this statement holds true? Does religion serve as a form of comfort or distraction from socio-economic issues and political challenges in Nigeria? Because, you know, that's what it sounds like. Also, please, let's hear what you have to say. Remember, you can join the conversation by sending us an SMS or WhatsApp to 081-803-84663. So...
I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting. So I think we all know, like, all opium, the tendencies it has to, like, numb your pain for, like, a specific amount of time. So they are saying that is religion in the same context, that the more you believe in something, it will numb how bad things actually are. You don't want to see how bad things are, that you're just going to blindly go on with it. Because even with that, still on that Jesus in Oyibo story, he used to pick women, like wives of his people, to satisfy his unquestionable thirst. And no one questioned it. No one said anything. So I think that religion being an opium of the masses, it goes in the same way if things are very bad in Nigeria. Like, okay, things are very bad in Nigeria. And then you keep praying for, like, you're praying to God for prices to go down and nothing happens. It's like you can't always just... I'm not saying you shouldn't put your faith in, like, your religion. I'm saying that things won't always be solved by just saying, God, please do this thing. That is why I think that's the reason why there were protests, because people thought I have to do something. I can't just... Because there are also people that when they fall sick, they pray. And then they expect everything to be... And then anyone that tells them you have to go to the hospital, no, you're trying to denounce my faith. You can't do that. I believe in God, blah, blah, blah.
I am strong.
And
very
then,
strong.
During the COVID, I heard of a lot of cases where people ended up dying. After they were praying to God, they did not go to hospital. And then what I think, God did not tell us to pray to him and not take action. Like he didn't tell you to just pray.
It's like the people that go to exam, they say, I haven't studied though, but
then I'll pray and I'll pass. So God didn't tell us to just pray and then he will do everything. He wants you to take action. He wants you to do something about it. You can't just put all your, let me not say faith, but they can't just put everything into him and expect, because everything happens for a reason, obviously. But then I think that the thing about people, we misinterpret a lot. I think Nigerians tend to misinterpret information and take it the way they feel is better for them. So still in the context of what Karl Marx said, I think I did some research, and in his days, like it was the days of what do you call this?
World War or what?
No. Okay, there was theocracy.
Okay, theocracy.
And then there was monarchy.
Okay.
And then people believe that the monarchs were put there
by God, yes.
So if you go against them, you're going against God. So the offense punishable by death, obviously. So what he's saying is that in his days, that's what was used to subdue the people, to get them to stop talking, or to stop complaining. So
and it's funny that that's still happening now, where we're just using religion as a balm. Yes, believe in your higher power. Yes, believe in your faith, or just like have faith. But also remember to take action, because it's very, very important to take action as well. So religion as the opium of the people, yes, that is true. But we need that to change. 100%. We need that to change. Because
Karl Marx made this quote 1844. What year are we in? 2024.
2024. That's so real.
How many years?
In other countries, I won't say it has changed significantly. Let me not lie. It has changed significantly. But I feel like Nigeria was still quite behind on that. And when you say it's opium for people, I understand what you're saying, Jerry said. It just is a sense of comfort and like solace for people. Do you get? Like, we need something to keep us going. We need something to keep us motivated. And that is what religion helps people in Nigeria to do as well.
Exactly. I 100% agree with that. So just answering the big question, the relationship between politics and religion, I think that they're very, very similar. In a way, I like to say that... Oh, I'm so sorry. We have someone on the call right now. Hello? Hello, could you hear? We can not hear you.
Yes, can you hear me?
Hello, yes.
So can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, my name is Sean. I'm in Canada. I'm a Nigerian, so I wanted to give my own insight on the discussion for today. So I think that politicians try to use religious ties to gain an edge over other campaignees during electoral period. So I think that it's on the media and other Nigerians to come together with national unity rather than using religious efforts to appeal to a certain group.
Yes, 100%. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, 100%.
Yeah.
I think it's just like you said, it's our responsibility to decide what we believe and just basically how we can take action as well instead of just blindly following this one thing.
Yeah, at this point, let's make a checklist. Number one, stop being gullible. Don't believe everything they tell you. Please find out for yourself.
Do your research.
Do your research.
Thank you. You've heard it here
Number
first.
two,
Do your research.
even after you've prayed, I know you believe in a higher power, but please take action. You can't just say, oh God, please, let Nigeria be better, and then don't take any action. It's very important to take action. And three, please, people that are in these positions to influence people, please influence positively. Don't let the power get into your head. Please influence positively.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Exactly. Wait, Alpha, Letam, are you still there?
Okay.
Yes, we're still here.
Did we miss anything?
Do you want to say something, Letam?
You can go first.
Okay.
All right. So, you know that thing that you guys said about praying for a sickness to go away. that idea, I find it very hard to stomach. Because in my perspective, God has answered that prayer thousands of years ago. He gave us this thing inside our heads that allows us to create medicines that solve. So the cures are there. That was God's answer to the prayer, him giving you the capacity to solve your problem for yourself. So I feel like the mentality that we have, that we need things to be handed down to us, as opposed to going out and creating them. And bear with me, permits me to say this, but then I feel like it's because Nigeria as a place is actually very privileged. Like if you look at us from a natural resources standpoint, there are not a lot of things that we don't have. That's why if you compare us to other parts of the world, places in the colder countries where it's either they had to make those fur coats or they died to the extreme weather, you would see, and it is here, because we haven't needed to struggle for anything. And now because of our inability to adapt, our inability to grow, to change, to develop ourselves and our communities, now we're suffering for it because the entire world has moved ahead and we're still in the same place. So religion, we need to see religion as religion is more than just a solution to a problem. When they say that religion is a way of life, what they mean is that you're your life because it's getting progressively worse. You know, you have to actually go and learn, like Tommy said, go and do your research for yourself. And it's the responsibility of the religious leaders as well, the pastors, the imams, the preachers, everyone that has a following for that matter, to tell people that everything that I'm saying isn't everything that there is to know. You still have to go and do more. You still have to go and learn more. That's the only way we can move our country forward. Religion doesn't have to be the opium that we have made it to be. It's a great thing, but then there are other things that come together to give us a holistic country.
100%. So you heard it here first. It is our responsibility as citizens to look beyond God will bless us, we will do this together, blah, 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 blah. Look at how capable these candidates are. And just building on that, have religious leaders failed us in Nigeria with the history of bad leadership?
I wouldn't say all religious leaders have failed us. Some have, but I just think it depends on what they're doing with their power. So if you've misused your power, probably have failed us. But I wouldn't say all of them have failed us.
Yeah.
I think the thing about religious leaders, they don't necessarily have a say. I don't think religious leaders, I don't think they fail per se, because at the end of the day, they're just preaching to their church.
Yeah.
So it's like you're making it sound like they're in the political rules and then they let us to feel
they have the same
amount of
power
influence.
as the
When your
political
church
rules.
is massive and there's so many people that are following your script, like your word, then you have enough power to make a difference.
You know that thing that parents say where they're like, if someone tells you to put your hand inside fire, will you do it? I can tell you so many religious leaders in this country that they say put your hand inside fire, money will start multiplying. They'll put both 10 fingers in straight.
And that's why someone, I don't remember the person that told me, but they said, like, if you know you are building a church or you want to be a pastor, that you should make sure you get it through to your followers, like from the beginning, that it is not me you are following.
It's not me. It is whatever you believe in.
What you believe in. You are not following me. So if I die today, you guys will continue to follow. Because there are some churches, if the head pastor should die today, that's the end.
The end of the church.
Chaos. They will collapse. That's the end. So I think that's what religious leaders need to get into their followers' heads. They should have that mindset from the beginning that I'm doing this for me, not for anyone else.
Okay. Doing this for what they believe in. Pardon me.
What they believe in.
Commercialization of religion. We need to stop that, please. If you are collecting tithes, please let the tithes be for a good cause. Let there be transparency. Please don't. We beg you. Please let us know what is for. For example, that Jesus Oyinbo, the story you told, I found out very surprising.
If you're going to be the pinnacle.
Sorry, on the topic of commercialization of religion, just one thing I need to say.
Yes.
Do you guys know that Nigeria is a constitutionally secular state? As when Nigeria is in itself secular, and then we are very religious. Why is there a 90 billion naira allocation for officials?
We didn't get that.
Because you're talking about commercialization, I guess.
Could you come again, please?
You said the 90
there is
billion.
a 90 billion naira allocation out of the federal government's like the budget for subsidy for government officials to go on pilgrimage. Like,
What?
Sorry for the laugh.
you guys didn't know this. Has been bothering me for months, and I'm like, the idea that we put this much money into something that they should be doing for themselves out of their own pockets, and it is the citizens that pay for it against our will as well, because it's just taxes that we're paying. We don't know that it's going towards things like that. So it's like where our money goes to, and they justify it with religion, saying that it's because it's God's will. The Christians that are paying the taxes for these people to go on pilgrimage, I don't think it's in their best interest for their taxes to be used for things like that. Like, I understand religion is important here, but then there are boundaries to these things. And I wonder, even if there was a budget, why is it that high? You know, it's an interesting thing that we have in our country.
We have 1 minute left, so I would just like to thank all of you guys so much, because you have just been saying so much. You've said a lot, and there's just a lot that needs to be learned from this, especially to the average Nigerian citizen that's believing everything they're seeing, but also to religious leaders to acknowledge the responsibility that they have. We get that you have this influence. We get that you have this power. This is to political leaders as well. We understand that you have this power, but we urge you to use it right. If religion has put you at the pinnacle of morality, then you might as well be moral, because people are listening to you.
That was deep.
Thank you. So yeah, does anyone have any last things to say?
I think
research.
Okay, yes, Nathan, please.
Yeah, so I think with regards to like religion being like some sort of opium, usually people use opium to escape, to run away. And I think a lot of individuals like use religion as like that form of escape, to just run away from the real problems in their life. The truth is we can't run away. We are all, so far we're all Nigerians. Religion. We are Nigerians, we are the government, like Alpha said. So there's no running away, so might as well embrace it. You can't use religion as this block to, I guess, push yourself completely away from the country. So far as you're Nigerian, you have to take action. So that's just my 2 cents.
Thank you so much. As Nigerians, we have to take actions. Wherever you run to, you will always be a Nigerian. You will always be responsible.
Yes.
So before we go, do ensure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Official Upgrade TV. You can interact with us further, drop a comment, and most importantly, follow all our social media engagements. And remember to like, share, comment, and invite your friends and family to watch us and follow us. If you missed our quote, here it is. Politics without religion is like a ship without a compass. R.A. Torrey. See you tomorrow. Thank you for staying with us. Bye.